Oh, hey, my friends. If this looks a little crooked, it's probably because it is crooked, and I am having this beautiful camera mounted on a big plush pillow because I'm in bed. It is your Empress Enchantress, and I am here today to talk to you guys about psychic abilities. And by the way, I am going to make a mini series about this, going through little depths of psychic abilities. So that way, one, you guys don't get an information overload, and then also two, you guys can also feel into what is yours and what isn't yours, okay? What you can resonate with and what you don't resonate with. And that way you can take time and feel into the video if you need to go back to it and feel on it more, which makes me say, if you guys love this video, like it. If you guys love my videos, subscribe to my channel, and also comment below how you feel about psychic abilities and have I explained this to you in the best way. And if you guys need any more explanations, let me know. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, you can hop over to readingsreiki.com. I'm also going to leave a business email below if you guys want to get any kind of consultation with me. I do consultations twice a week for 15 minutes to talk to you guys about anything you guys need to spiritually work on and what I can do to help you with my other offerings that I offer, because I am one of the best people to hold space with, and I have so much guidance and so much knowledge that I help so many people transform and become one of the best selves that they need to be. So let's get into it. So guys, what is psychic abilities, right? And here's the thing. I feel like psychic, the word psychic, is such a audacious name. And I love it because I'm going to be honest with you guys, having a title in calling yourself a psychic, right? I don't just call myself a psychic, I call myself a psychic medium, right? It's a very heavy crown to hold because a lot of people, especially people who are not really divinely connected, they automatically think that you are like this, like either a very like E type of person, and you have like a golden ball or crystal ball, and you scar into, and you're like this, or they are also very intimidated by you. And there's also a third bracket in this, which is bringing you guys here to me, right? Which is the truth of the bracket. Who actually understand and actually want to know, curious a little bit more, what it is to be psychic. And here's the thing. Psychic is having an extrasensory, all right? And extrasensory is having something that isn't really explained in logic, all right? Extrasensory is what we call ESP. And ESP is something along the lines that is very popular amongst all of us, that we connect, that is not of a like grounded math equation. It's not 2 + 2 = 4. It isn't anything like that, guys. This is about having something that we know and can see without actually be given the information or actually have been there physically to know it, right? Usually when we see things, we a lot of times see things that we have actually, put our eyes on, our physical eyes on. And whenever this comes back up, it's through memory, right? But if we have never physically been there, and we never actually physically saw it with our own two eyes, right? The two eyes, then how is it logical a lot of times? Well, this is where psychic abilities come into place, right? Or ESP, not ESPN. And this is where it comes in to help us navigate through extra senses. And there are people who are just naturally connected to this. And there are also people who are just in tuned to divine, which helps us get messages clearer, right? And when you are more in tune with the divine, you are going to get more downloads and more clearer messages from people. I'm going to make a separate video, by the way, because I want to stay on topic with just the psychic abilities part today. But I will make a separate video to talk a little bit about opening your psychic abilities up a little bit more through this mini series. That way you guys can understand a little bit too what you guys need in order to become more connected and be able to be open. Okay? if you're naturally born with psychic abilities, right, guys, it's probably because you have a lot of feminine energy in you, okay? I am not going to say masculine people, right, are not psychic. That is actually farthest from the truth. But a lot of our abilities are from flow. We don't have control over a lot of times what we hear and see. And that means a lot of times you are just more connected to flow, which is our feminine energy. Instinct, I will say more, is more of a masculine quality, and having instinct to like be on the ball and like, what do you do next? And that's still a very beautiful gift to have, by the way, guys. That is still an ability to have, because some people, they do freeze, they do flight, they do fight. So what do you end up putting yourself into that, right? Again, staying on topic, do not want to side rail. With that being said, my friends, having these abilities is what really helps us navigate through life, because as you guys know, and I'm not the only human being in this right now, and I'm not the only human being who is going to be part of watching this later on, but there is no real white and no real black. There is a very, very wide gray area in life, because we all have our own realities, one, and we all have our own truths, two. I see a lot of people have a tendency, and this is why I tell a lot of people, when they are becoming more in touch with their abilities, this is what's going to be really helpful, is being more honest with yourself and really cutting through a lot of the BS that we don't really need, and really connecting to that, because that is what it is. It is of flow. It is of truth. And a real psychic is really honest, guys. They do not sit in fairy tale land. They do not sit with BS. They don't sit on their own BS. They are pretty accountable with their own stuff, because when you have a gift that connects to higher source, you're going to want to drive through that gift, no matter if it's logical or if somebody else who has a different kind of law under them, if that is the actual law underneath them, or if that is more of a spiritual law underneath them, or the universal law underneath them, you're going to have a knowing how to drive from your own life, okay? So that being said, my friends, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. If you guys are having any kind of questions, or having any kind of feeling of, there's more deeper of life, this is probably a series that you guys really want to connect with even more. And this is a series that you guys really going to really have a lot of truths out of. And just know when you go into the next videos that I'm going to be posting, that this is going to be very informative and life-changing to you. So with that being said, my friends, I'm going to end this video, and I'll send you guys all the love in the world in the comments below. Goodbye.